私は今から10年前、なぶり殺しにされたこの屋敷の主人、イオ。毒を飲ませるだけで飽き足らず、妻や子供まで私の船に運び、火を放ち事故と見せかけて沈めたのだ。その犯人は今ものうのうと生きている。だが、私たちの恨みは幽霊船と共にこの世にとどまった。その悪人が悔い改めるまでは消え去ることはないだろう。
After an encounter with the mysterious flying phantom ship in a sinister-looking mansion, Hayato, his father, and Mr. and Mrs. Kuroshio return to their normal lives after the near-death experience. Hayato is then struck with tragedy after his parents are killed by a giant robot attacking the city, and he's put into the custody of Mr. Kuroshio, where he begins to learn that the giant robot in the ship may have an unexpected connection, but there may be more than what appears on the surface. When I say Flying Phantom Ship is a strangely interesting film, I mean it with the utmost affection, as it goes from a ghost story to a giant robot movie to both at the same time. However, it works. It really does, because it has characters that fit the structure of the story well. Hayato is a decent protagonist who tries his hardest to achieve his goals of vengeance in spite of the difficulties he faces. The only strange part is how accepting everyone is of the weirdness going around them. Even so, tragedy is treated with more believable reactions, with Hayato's parents' death really affecting him, and a very compelling element to the whole film. The one thing you need to know about watching this film is that it is straight up kaiju. You expect it to be a monster movie at first glance, but it becomes so much more by the second act. Even then, it throws a curveball at you when it turns out the entire movie has really been about something much more personal the whole time. Just told in the trappings of an over-the-top sci-fi adventure with monsters. For the pros. At the time, the animation is pretty good. Nothing groundbreaking, but the designs are neat and the landscapes are very well drawn. With such a strange premise, it actually tells its story very well. You understand motivations, and it flows in an orderly manner. And its uniqueness gives it personality. As an animated science fiction monster adventure movie, you get to see something rare when you watch it. For the cons, it's a bit too short. At 60 minutes, it doesn't drag in the least bit, but they probably could have done a little bit more. Like the Haunted Mansion scenes, which feels like it ends as fast as it came. It's just a bit too ridiculous. You might find yourself laughing at it when you sit back and really think about what you're watching. Recommended watch? One last thing. This was largely animated by Hayao Miyazaki early on in his career. If that hasn't already sold you, then I can tell you it's a neat little project that seems to be a melting pot of the fears and dreams of the Japanese population at the time, where advertising and big business seem to be a huge element to the overall themes of the film. Ambition is what gives this movie heart, and you can feel the movie brimming with ambition as it overcomes what typically would be a forgotten project. Flying Phantom Ship is not currently licensed, but you can find films like it, such as Great Adventures of Horus, Prince of the Sun, on sites like rightstuff.com, discothequemedia.com, and funimation.com. Stay classic.